it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 17 points and 1 assist.
Spurs trail by 6. So for the Lakers right now, Russell Westbrook out there with Kobe. Then there's Davis. Then there's Howard. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. Now here's Parker. The 8-footer. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 16 points for Aldridge.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Kobe, no luck.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Parker dishes to Duncan. Here's at the elbow. The jump hook cannot hit. Excellent D from Howard. Los Angeles leading by 4. What a special case. So many records for Kobe, but one he set last season was most misses all time from the floor.
You know, he passed the great Hondo, John Havlicek, for that title. I'm sure John doesn't mind having him pass him up for that one.
Old Buckeye, you're right.
That's right, most misses. But you look at the players on that list, a who's who of NBA stars.
And, you know, there's all this talk about Kobe now being the leader of missed shots, having that record. But listen, the guys that are in the top 5 of that list, all Hall of Fame players. So you don't miss a lot of shots unless your team trusts you to take them, and you're pretty good. And, guys, a final thought on Kobe. I mean, all the players on that list were heavily leaned on for scoring. I'd take any of the top guys on that list over someone who's afraid to shoot the ball when their number's called.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Pass to Aldridge. He feeds it to Pierce. Dishes it to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 17 feet out. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person, Clark, stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
Pass to Duncan. To the middle. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. They set the pick. Parker kicks to Pierce. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. The Lakers in the lead. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. In the corner, it's James. Howard wide open. And the Lakers with another miss. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And it's Green, missing. The Lakers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Stolen by Pierce. Green with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Pierce, wide open, he fires. Chance there to take the lead, missing. And Bryant kicks to Westbrook. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And that one's good. San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Freed up, nice work off the pick. 21 points for Aldridge.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
And Westbrook, here we go. Good. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Screen by Duncan. Parker passes to Pierce. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And the Spurs making a change here. McCallum's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Bazemore's checked in. Now here's Duncan. 5 to shoot. Parker outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. James with it. He's picked up by Parker, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for McCallum. Brownie's checked in for the Lakers. James, a screen on Parker. And Westbrook gets it to go.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Parker outside. On the wing, Green. Ginobili up top. He has 7. Parker outside. 5 on the clock. Green. No luck, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. Brown wide open, he fires. Off target from outside. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Right side, Westbrook. Feeds it to Bazemore. Here's Davis. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Parker outside. There's the feed to Ginobili. Tries to snap the cold streak. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. And it's Anderson in for Green. That free throw good from Ginobili.
And guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and free will in nature. The two clashed heavily early on. as one might expect.
Parker dishes to Anderson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists here tonight.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now here's James. He's got 17. And yes, sir, that one drops. LeBron's got 19 points.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Parker kicks to Diaw. Outside, Pierce. Diaw against Davis. Parker with a clean look. Misses the 3. Lakers leading by 5. Bazemore passes to Davis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Anthony Davis growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
All right now, gentlemen, hoop shots. Hoop shots.
He's off on the first. And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Nelson's checked in for the Spurs. And he's good on the second.
You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had one scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
Now Young, following Jameer Nelson's three-point attempt. Rondo dishes to Davis. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Davis has got 17.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Now here's Ginobili. He's got 10. The 3. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
Rondo with it, and it's Nelson picking him up. The drive by Rondo, and he gets it to go. Rondo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
For 3, Pierce. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Shots good from Young.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here's Nelson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pierce kicks to Ginobili. This one for 3. Cannot hit. Good defensive work there by Young. Lakers leading by 10. Out to the right wing. Pass down low. Pierce covering. On its way from Young for 2. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Ginobili against Rondo. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge a screen. Ginobili the pass to Nelson. Davis against Aldridge. Off the left rim and out. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Rondo dishes to Davis, and he gets it to go. Davis has got 19 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Now Davis. After LaMarcus Aldridge's three-pointer that didn't go.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here is Aldridge. He's got 21. Nelson from outside, and the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his third foul of the game. Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. Bryant comes in for Nick Young.
Kobe Bryant.
Here's Rondo. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Left side, Bryant. Fade away. The rebound by Anderson.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Aldridge. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Bass with the screen. The drive by Bryant, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Nelson. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-5 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Los Angeles leading by 14. They've got Nelson. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Green, and it's Parker in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
Now here's Duncan. Outside, Green. Clock at 4. The pass to Aldridge. And he uses the glass on the layup. Aldridge has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
But they get it back. Outside for Kobe. They set the pick. James, the pass to Westbrook. Howard setting the pick for Westbrook. And James throws it down.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Now here's Green. There's Parker with the three. Bryant with the rebound.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one this game.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Here's Parker. He kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. Lakers leading by 18. Some room here for Westbrook. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 23 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Parker kicks to Duncan. There's the pick. Here's Aldridge. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Howard with this screen on Green. Now here's Westbrook. He dishes it to Howard. Ariza trying to break loose. Howard can't hit. Spurs trail by 20. Green passes to Duncan. And guys, Tim Duncan still dominant after 18 years. You know, he's reshaped his body. He has gotten a brand new diet, which he says has had a huge benefit. We saw it in the playoffs last year. Greg, I think, you know, he probably was one of the top 5 overall performers in last year's playoffs.
No doubt about it. We continue to write this guy off, Kevin, and he just continues to defy Father Time. I mean, there was a point where he was starting to feel the wear and tear, especially in his knees, but being the competitor he is, he decided to dictate to his body rather than letting his body dictate to him.
San Antonio making a switch here. Pierce is checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And finished off by LeBron.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Here's Parker after the basket by the Lakers. Outside, Green. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
You know, getting back to Duncan, when you talk to his teammates, they'll tell you he's disciplined. He maintains a strict diet, does off-the-floor training, from boxing to swimming, throwing tires, running in the sand. That keeps him motivated and engaged.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Parker outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
And talking about Duncan's new look, Coach Popovich had an interesting quote. Pop said, I look at him and tell him, you look like Sprewell used to look. Just skin and bones, ligaments and tendons. I mean, but you know what? You can't argue with success, and not many people have had more than Tim Duncan.
Now here's Pierce. Shot from free throw range. That one off the back iron and out.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Paul Pierce.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint because those have been big.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
Second free throw, no good. And with the HGH testing, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a 20-game ban. The second one, 45. Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Good.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Here's Parker following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Parker kicks to Pierce to the wing right side. Duncan against Davis. The baseline J. Rebounded by Howard.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
James wide open. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. And that's now 28 points for LeBron.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Parker kicks to Aldridge for three. Rebounded by the Lakers.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
From deep, James, and another three for the Lakers.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
Now Westbrook following the three-point attempt by Pierce. Bryant with it. He's picked up by Parker, and he gets it to go. And that's now 11 points for Kobe Bryant.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Now here's Parker. Back to Green. Shot to stop the run, and Davis sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Take a look at what Kobe's done. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going in the last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, you know, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, you know, he's right in regards to the gambling. With the internet, people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Bonner. San Antonio again missing. Young outside. Bazemore for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
Here's McCallum. Stolen away.
Get back, get back.
Young with no one around. They get the rebound. Bass. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage.
Jameer Nelson's checked in for Shane Larkin. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. And Bass no good on that one.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics have traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
Now, here is Nelson. There's the dish to Bonner. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Anderson. They need this one. Shot's good. And here's Rondo. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player, the outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
Young dishes to Rondo. There's Brown with the three. Count the bucket.
Brown. For three.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around. Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And here's Rondo.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
Knocks it loose. Brown outside. Kicks it to Bass. Pass to Young. Bass with the screen. 4 on the shot clock. That's good. Bass has got 4 this quarter. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Young, here we go. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Spurs shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Here is Bonner. Sinks the triple.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Westbrook. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
The Lakers with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Bass, a screen on Anderson. To the inside, dishes to Bazemore. Young passes to Rondo. Three-pointer. Cannot hit. Good D by Nelson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And McCallum kicks to Bonner. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Lakers. Young dishes to Rondo. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, congratulations on a wonderful performance. Can you tell us what goes on in your mind when you get in this kind of a rhythm like we saw in this basketball game?
It's a zone you get into, and it's kind of unexplainable, and you try to go out there and you feel like it's nothing that you can't do. And hopefully the momentum just continue to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did. And not only did it open up for me, open up for the rest of us, too.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports Post-Game Show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was 3 thoughts, Kenny.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.